So this past Friday, I took the day off and went on a hike to Fryman Canyon. And this is a terrible parking lot. I'm showing you the entrance there only because it sucked. Trying to park here was terrible. Uh, but we walk up a little path here towards the trailhead, and you'll see the actual name of this trail on the sign up ahead here. And once we get to the top, there's a couple different forks you can take to go on different trails um, around the Santa Monica Mountain Conservancy. But just by that little gate, it continues at a pretty good incline through the first, I'd say, quarter of a mile to a third of a mile. And after a little dog leg, the path gets a little bit narrower, but still paved as we're climbing up here. And then eventually we're up onto a fire road, I would guess. And I decided I would take a little bit of a detour through this very narrow path through this tall grass with all the butterflies about. Um, I decided not to continue only because I remember reading about rattlesnakes, and I did have that experience uh, with a rattlesnake at Griffith Park. So, yeah, I decided probably better just to keep on the regular path um, and continuing on up along the ridge line here and looking back where I came from. But yeah, pretty standard uh, hike here. Nothing too terribly strenuous, but some great views. I'm looking back towards Universal City, back into Studio City. I think that big tower is the, uh, well, doesn't really matter, does it? But here's a beautiful canyon view. I think this is Iredell Canyon. I'd have to consult a map, but it was really, really neat to look down in there. Um, and there's actually a little spur here that I took um, just to get a little bit of a better vantage. Very steep and kind of very much single person traffic up this way. But it was nice to, oh, there's a bird. Um, Flowers are in bloom. I come across some California poppies here. Um, but yeah, it was a neat little rocky, steep detour um, just to get a good look around. And we'll see here down to my right, there were these nice little steps. So now I'm back on the regular path. And you come to uh, an area here, which is probably at the highest point of this hike, where it's maintained by the tree people. Um, and on the day I was there was a school field trip, so there's lots of little kids, obviously this runner. Um, but yeah, there wasn't much to do around here except for um, go on some of the other trails and that split off from here. But I kind of continued along to the left and kind of finished out what was in total just under 3 miles of hiking. Again, looking down into this little canyon. Again, I don't think this is actually Fryman Canyon, but where we came in was off of Fryman Canyon Road, so who knows. And that's looking back at the Tree People's um, installation there. And then, yeah, we're kind of descending here, and it's nicely shaded. Uh, Here's a little message from someone that says your music sucks. Use headphones. And I am using headphones to record this, so there you go. And then we're pretty much done. The trailhead kind of dumps you out into a cul-de-sac here that's at the top of a hill. You eventually get back down to Fryman Canyon Road and walk your way back to the parking lot where we came in. Thanks for watching.